Hi guys, Happy New Year. So recently we went to cruise vacation from Goa to Lakshadweep to Mumbai through Cordelia. So I just want to quickly share a few pro tips and myths. So let's get started. The first myth, or not exactly a myth, or the first perception for majority of them is cruise trips are maybe expensive, but uh, I felt it's not much expensive compared to the land trips also, because the amount which I spent for 3 nights, 4 days, which is almost equivalent to 5 nights, 6 days of land trip. If you go to any hill station, you pay almost equivalent to the same amount which I spent for 3 nights, 4 days. I'll show you the breakdown what I've spent in upcoming video, but it's not expensive. Cruise vacations are not expensive, especially 3 nights, 4 days. I don't think it's not much expensive. And all these packages are inexclusive, which means every day you get 5 types of meals. The first meal is breakfast, the second meal is lunch, the third meal is high tea around evening, and the fourth meal is dinner, and the fifth meal is midnight snacks. When I say midnight snacks, they just don't provide tea or samosa. They provide 4 to 5 types of snacks, and in you usually find 3 to 4 varieties of sandwiches in those 5 type of snacks. And if you book early, they always run some kind of offers in their landing page on the website page. You can book it for a bit discounted price, and for group booking you'll get good discount. I spoke to one of the person in cruise where he booked the cruise package from Mumbai to Goa, Goa to Lakshadweep, Lakshadweep to Mumbai. It's a round trip from Mumbai to Mumbai, 5 nights, 6 days, for a group of 30 members. When he's trying to book through online through Cordelia website, it was showing somewhere around 9 lakhs to 9 to 10 lakhs. That's what he mentioned. But he was able to book through customer care close to 7 lakhs, it seems. So always don't book online. Just log in to the log website, create a profile, and try to maneuver, try to select any cruise, go till payment page, and then you'll definitely receive a call back. If you are a new customer, uh, if they don't call back also, you can always call them and try to bargain the good deal, which I did. I'll show you how we can do that. And the other myths are usually, when I did a web check-in, I got a message that I need to onboard by 10:30 a.m. But I saw lot of members are onboarding till 3 p.m. The boarding was active till 3 p.m. So if anyone, I boarded through Goa. If anyone trying to board through Goa and they're landing on the same day through flight around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, it's completely okay. Even though your web check-in shows as you need to log in at 10:30, 11 o'clock, you can still board around 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. They always suggest you to board as quickly as possible. They always ask you to adhere to web check-in timing, which is in your web check-in sheet, a boarding pass. But I saw many of them boarding till 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. So that's not an issue. You can board late also, 1 p.m., 2 p.m. That's not an issue. Ship will be there till 5 p.m. Ship will not go anywhere. The ship will not cruise. The cruise will be boarded till 5 p.m. For us, it boarded around 5:30 p.m. I mean 5:30 or 6, 5:30, around 5 p.m. we started seeing. Finally, the cruise started. So you can safely board till 2 p.m. And especially if you're boarding to Goa, please select Dabolim Airport. That is the nearest airport. It's only 5 or 6 kilometers, maximum 10 kilometers away from the boarding point. But if you're landing at Manohar Airport, I think it's a new airport. It's very far away. I will not suggest you. But a lot of flights from Mumbai, Delhi, and Hyderabad to Manohar Airport, with a very few flights of Dabolim Airport. But still, please select Dabolim Airport. I, to be the safer side, I reached Goa one day before. My sailing was next day, but I reached one day before at night, 11:30 p.m. And I don't want to take a risk. So, and okay, I already explained you about online booking. Never book online. Just log into the page, create a profile, and try to select any room. Try to select any cruise route and select any room, and you'll definitely receive a call. If you don't receive a call, you can always reach out to them. And okay, while doing an online payment, you can always block or reserve your seat by making a part payment. And after making a part payment, they'll give you only 48 hours time. Within the 48 hours time, you can always you have to pay the full payment. And the cancellation policy is, I'll show you the cancellation policy, but it's not very convincing. You The cancellation policy will not even apply if you cancel. I think it's minimum 15 days or 20 days. After, if your boarding is in next 20 days or 15 days, if you cancel it, you won't get any money. So, but I can walk you through the cancellation policy. And one pro tip is, all this cruise vacations will have shore excursions, especially if you're going to Lakshadweep. There will be a lot of shore excursions in Lakshadweep, and all these shore excursions are very expensive, but you don't have any alternative. Uh, it's like, I would say, it's like a gambling. Whenever our cruise emperors arrive at Agathia Island at Lakshadweep, they make sure that on the day the Cordelia will hire or lease that complete island. No other vendor will operate the water games. Only Cordelia will operate water games. When I say Cordelia, not exactly Cordelia, they operate water games through a third party consultant, but they make sure that no other vendors will even operate on the day when the cruise is at their shore. Okay, so you have two options to book shore excursions. You can book shore excursions on cruise itself, and you can book shore excursions before you are even boarding to cruise. Once you do web check-in, the shore excursions part will be activated, and you can always book shore excursions through online before even you boarding into the cruise. The benefit of booking online before you boarding into cruise is, it will be cheaper by $2 or $3 for each and every shore excursions. For example, a speedboat charges around $30 per person, or $25 per person. But if you book through online, you will pay $23. If snorkeling and speedboat, for example, I have chosen snorkeling and speedboat. Both of them combined are $45. But if it I have to pay $2 or $3 less if I book it online. If I book it through cruise, I have to pay $45. But if I book online, I'll pay $2 or $3 less. That is because of there are no conversion charges. If you book it through cruise, you have to pay money for the conversion charges also, because they won't accept payment through Indian currency. So as soon as you board into ship, you onboard some money. You will fill your card with some money. So the conversion charges part will come into picture. Hence, always book the shore excursions in advance. And yeah, you can do web check-in. I was told, as if I do web check-in, my entry will be very, very quicker. Still, nevertheless, I did web check-in, but I didn't find any difference between the person who's not doing web check-in. In fact, everyone in my line, I observed, they all done their web check-ins. And okay, so what all you need to carry? I didn't mention that point, but what all you can carry? There is a strict check-in. We tried to carry a digital thermometer, and they stopped us. They asked us what is the use of it. It was in the shape of gun, so we have to explain them that is that is to measure the temperature, body temperature. Finally, uh, you know they convinced, and someone brought iron box and hair dryer, and they simply, they didn't allow it. Iron box, hair dryer. And someone was carrying liquor. They didn't allow it, because liquor is served on cruise, but someone was carrying it additionally, a different brands, they didn't allow it. So the check-in process was smooth, but the check-in was extreme. It's almost like an airport check-in. I have a check-in videos also, reporting time videos, what kind of check-in they'll do. And yeah, let's move on to the next myth. Okay, this is this is the query which I asked to multiple team members who already visited. Multiple of my family members or other office colleagues who already visited. They mentioned as, there will be seasickness if you get room at you know, lower decks. Like the deck starts from the room starts from from three, third deck and fourth deck, and then seven, eight, nine. These are the decks where rooms are available: third, fourth, and seven, eight, nine. So I was been informed as you might feel some motion sickness if you get rooms at third. If you book rooms at third or at fourth deck, they are suggested us to book at 7, 8, 9. 7, 8 rooms under 7, 8 are called upper deck. Rooms which are available in 3 and 7, 3 and 4 are called lower deck. But trust me, I didn't find any motion sickness. How I was able to tell, because we were in third floor. We got our rooms in third floor. Yeah, and we stayed for 3 nights. I didn't feel any motion sickness, and majority of the times we were in the upper deck. Uh, to enjoy DJ and to enjoy the view. Majority of the time we have spent there, and we didn't find any motion sickness either there. There was no difference between third deck, fourth deck, and top deck, upper deck. So if you are reaching out to customer care, if person is trying to convince you to book room at upper deck for upper more prices, you can simply skip it. You can always choose at lower deck also, 3 and 4. So having motion sickness, experiencing motion sickness lower deck, I felt it's a complete myth, because the main reason, because the ship size is humongous, and you don't even feel the vibration. We tried to reach out to the pilot section, where the captain, but they didn't allow us. And I recently I learned that there's a program where you can go and talk to pilot, and you can go and see how other equipments are there, how the cockpit section will be there. That's a paid program. But overall, zero motion sickness. And you don't feel any vibrations. There will be slight vibrations you feel, but ignorable. And medical facilities are always available 24/7. And yes, I heard that there are some rooms called obstruction ocean view rooms, where those rooms you will have a vendor, but it doesn't have a clear view. It has an obstructed view because it the views are obstructed by life saving boats. Those are not suggestible. If you don't have any option, those are the only option you're left out with. You can choose it. But if you have a good option, you can rather choose ocean view room in third and fourth deck. But do not select obstructed ocean view uh, if you have different options. If that is the only option, then we don't have any choice. Okay, entertainment activities. So entertainment, you name it, they have it. And activities, you name it, they have it. Okay, so I was talking about entertainment. So there are multiple dance shows. There's a popular dance show called Ballet Ballet, and you will have a music show, and you'll have a dance show. And for kids, there's a separate kids section where you can go and drop your kids. It's free for first 1 hour. We we were there for 3 days, and we utilized that program for 2 days. 2 days for first 1 hour, it's a free of course. After that, they'll start charging you $20 or $30 per hour. You can leave your kid there. They'll provide kids with multiple activities. They provide with multiple tools where they can engage in multiple activities. And every day you will get a sheet. It will have the programs listed, like what kind of music show they are, when you can attend the magic show, when you can attend dance show. They divide the dance show between multiple decks, like 3 and 4th deck will go to dance show on day one, and 7, 8, 9, 10, or 7, 8, 9 will go to decks will go to dance show on day two. Similarly, 7, 8, 9 decks will go to magic show on day one, whereas we go to magic show on day two. So some shows they divide, but regardless of that, there are some music shows which run throughout the clock till night 2 o'clock. Trust me. They name it as classic, jazz music show, Bollywood music show, Bollywood hit songs, Bollywood 90s song, Bollywood 80s. Round the corner, you will find a show or kind of live show or live singing you always find that live singing in the chairman deck. And okay, now this is my booking. Sorry, I finished. Now we're in Cordelia site. This was my trip which I completed recently. This is from November 19th to November 22nd. So, okay, but this is not important. I'll show you how to book a cruise. So, okay, Kochi, Lakshadweep, Sea, Mumbai. Okay, let's select this. It has two offers: kit sail free, companion offer. Clicking on book now. Okay, so interior standard in the sense doesn't have an ocean view, and interior premier is you'll have an ocean view. Okay, let's select. Selecting two adults. For now, let's select zero children. This is the normal booking process. This is how you'll book. And by agreeing this, by clicking here, and and once you select enter the details, you can proceed for the payment. But you usually, I would not suggest you to do any payment using through online. Always reach out to them on this number 022688 followed by 51s, and they'll always provide you good deal. So for the booking process, I'll try to make a separate video. I just want to show you, you know, how does the login page look like, and these are the different routes where they operate. But remember, there's only one cruise ship for now they're operating, that is called Empress. And one small tip is always select 3 nights 4 days. That would be a bit cheaper, and try to cruise towards Arabian seaside. Avoid Bay of Bengal, because Bay of Bengal has a lot of uh, cyclones. The frequency of cyclones are very high, so always try to select uh, towards Arabian Sea. So yeah, that's all, and I'll post series of videos about the boarding process, uh, and about Agathia Island, and about different restaurants in cruise, and different scenic locations in Lakshadweep. I'll post series of videos, so please subscribe.